Hello everybody, it's Cobblers Vlogs and welcome back to the video where it feels absolutely brilliant to be sat back here on the chair in front of the camera speaking to you guys because football is coming back, which means we've got loads of content coming up for you over this week. The Cobblers are playing Cheltenham in the playoffs on Thursday, so we're going to be having daily uploads from me and Will every single day up until then, starting today with Monday the 14th or 15th or whatever it is of June. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into this video where today I'm going to be reacting to the League 2 table predictions that I made back in August, and we're going to see how my prediction compares to how we finished the season on points per game. So what we're waiting for, let's get into it. Just before we start, slight disclaimer, I'm not really sure what the actual final League 2 table is. Because it's obviously been based off points per game. So we're going off the version that is on the BBC Sport website, and we're just going to stick with that one for now. So let's get into it. In 24th, I predicted Morecambe, and they finished 22nd. So good start for me, that one. Predicted Morecambe to come rock bottom, and they've obviously avoided relegation. They're always down there, Morecambe, so fair enough to them for staying up and finishing in 22nd place. In 23rd, I predicted Macclesfield, and that is precisely where they are sat at the minute. So a very good prediction from me there. I thought Macclesfield would go down. They probably will, because obviously Stevenage go down on points per game, but Macclesfield could get a further points deduction thanks to sort of their financial problems that are going on at the club at the minute. So Macclesfield could be going down, but I put them in 23rd. That's where they are at the minute, so that's where they're going to stay, and I got the prediction bang on. Next up, in 22nd, I put Cambridge United, and they finished 16th, so I thought they'd finish in the lower half of the table. Probably a bit too low. I predicted them to finish in 16th, decent for Cambridge. Nothing too special, nothing terrible really. The next two are absolute howlers. In 21st, I predicted Cheltenham Town, who eventually, look at the table I found, finished 4th. So that is pretty embarrassing for me. Obviously, I think they probably finished 5th, because obviously they're playing 5th v 7th in the playoffs against the Cobblers. So Cheltenham, according to BBC, finished 4th, and I predicted them to finish 22nd. Even worse, the champions, Swindon Town, they are definitely the champions. I predicted them to finish 20th this season, so what was going on in my head in August, I'm not really sure. Nobody would have predicted it. Swindon, very good squad. I didn't really probably research enough into the squads to do the video. I just thought, yeah, Swindon, just put them in 20th, why not? And I put them in 20th and they've won the league. So, sorry Swindon fans, sorry, we've done quite a lot to upset you this season. I put you in 20th. Andy Williams obviously scored that offside goal against you earlier in the season where he was about 100 yards offside. So Swindon fans, a bit of a rivalry there, and obviously the Ginger Pele thing has started as well. We have the real Ginger Pele, it's Callum Morton, not Owen bloody Doyle. Next is Stevenage. I predicted to come 19th. They are currently rock bottom in 24th. So again, predicted them a bit too high, right sort of area. I expected Stevenage to be down there this season. Another absolute howler, 10 places off this one. Port Vale, I predicted to finish 18th, and Port Vale finished 8th, just outside the playoffs. Slightly quite funny, I think, even though they voted obviously for the playoffs to happen. Still quite funny that they finished like 0.27 points outside the playoffs, and it's what we absolutely love to see because the Cobblers got in there and Port Vale didn't have that. In 17th, I predicted Grimsby, and they finished 15th. So pretty decent prediction, that one for me. Grimsby finishing 17th. On my prediction, they finished 15th, so in the right sort of area. Next up, we have the mighty Colchester United, who I predicted to finish 16th, and they finished 6th. So another really bad prediction for me there, and obviously Colchester in the playoffs taking on Exeter City. So yeah, poor there from me. Colchester predicted to finish 16th, they finished 6th. Next up is the Northerners, the Cumbrians. It's Carlisle. I predicted to finish 15th and they finished 18th. So in the right sort of area, lower to mid-table. Not a great season for Carlisle, not a rubbish one. So just 18th position is where they're going to stay. Oldham, I said at the start of the season, I upset quite a few Oldham fans because I thought they'd be the club that come down from League One and do absolutely rubbish. And they were the club that came down from League One and did rubbish. And they came 19th after me predicting them to come 14th. The next one is the only other one that I got bang on in this video. So Macclesfield I got right, and I got Crawley Town right. I predicted them to finish 13th, and they came precisely 13th, so well done Crawley. I obviously know a lot about you. Moving into the top half of the table, in 12th I put Newport County, and they finished 14th. So again, after the playoffs last year, I predicted a mid-table season, sort of bringing back down to earth for Newport, and I was absolutely right. They came 12th. They came 14th this year after me predicting them to finish 12th. So again, right sort of mid-table. mid-table area in terms of my prediction. The next one isn't too good, 6 or 7 places off this one. In 11th, I predicted Leyton Orient. I thought they'd come up from the National League and have a great season. Obviously, there was the tragedy of Justin Edinburgh passing away last year, which is obviously never going to be a good thing for their season this year. But Leyton Orient, I predicted 11th and they came 17th. It was always going to be a difficult one, obviously, for the reasons I just mentioned for Leyton Orient. Next up, in 10th, I predicted Exeter. This one I got slightly wrong. I didn't think they'd be as good as they were this season. They ended up coming 5th in the table. So Exeter, a couple of places out there for me. They came 5th. I predicted them to come 10th. The next one are Crewe Alexandra. I predicted to come 9th, and they obviously finished 2nd, are promoted and are somehow now a League One club. I've always seen them as little old Crewe. I saw them, I've always just seen them as a little League Two club that just sort of just float around mid-table, don't really do anything too special. Obviously, I've seen things on Twitter about their past now and sort of realised that they are quite a big club. But yeah, Crewe, congratulations, you're promoted. I thought you weren't going to be, but you are, so fair play to you. The next one is in the right sort of area. Again, I predicted Forest Green to come 8th, and they came 10th. So again, right sort of, you know, just above the mid-table sort of area for Forest Green Rovers. Let's have a look at who I thought was going to go up and compete in the playoffs this season. In 7th place, I predicted the franchise, well, sort of franchise 2.0, we don't really mind Salford. I predicted them to come 7th, and they came 11th. I thought Salford would get in the playoffs, sort of buy their way. They bought their way to the National League, so I thought they'd buy their way through League Two as well and just finish in the playoffs. But they didn't. They came 11th, mid-table season for Salford. Considering their squad, yeah, fair enough. Obviously just come out of the National League as well. Now, this one I was quite proud of because in 6th place I put my own team, Northampton Town, and I was going to put them in 3rd in the automatic thing. I thought, nah, a bit ambitious, let's go for the playoffs. So I predicted them to come 6th and we came 7th. So decent prediction from me, only a couple of points behind 6th as well in real life. So really happy with that one. Cobblers, as long as I know about my own team and where I think they're going to come, then I'm happy. Next up, in 5th, I put Bradford. I thought Bradford, you know, big club, League Two, come down from League One, big budget, decent squad, they'll do all right. And they didn't really, did they? Let's be honest. They were good at the start of the season, really good, really near the top, in the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. And then it just fell off in January, really, and just all went wrong for Bradford City. And they came down and finished in 9th. Next up, in 4th, I predicted, well, I was going to about to say the Mighty, but I don't like them. I predicted Walsall to finish 4th in the playoffs and just miss out on automatic promotion, which would have been quite funny considering what they did to us. But they didn't. They came 12th, and Walsall rubbish, so we don't really need to talk about them anymore. My top 3 are an absolutely terrible top 3, and this is probably the worst prediction in history of League Two predictions. I predicted Mansfield to come 3rd, and they had an absolute stinker of the season and came 21st. Very embarrassing prediction from me there, really bad. Mansfield are really bad, even though the last football match I went to, Mansfield beat Cobblers, I think, before the lockdown. So that's pretty depressing. And pretty depressing that I thought they would come 3rd and they came 21st. So unlucky for you Mansfield fans. In 2nd place, I put Scunthorpe. The Dutchman, Mr Van Veen, went back there. Mr Too Good for League Two, came down and got relegated. And also had a rubbish season and came 20th with Scunthorpe. So ha 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 to you, Mr Van Veen. You could have been in the playoffs with us, but you're not. You decided to go back to Scunthorpe because you were too good for League Two. And then you ended back up in League Two in 20th in League Two. So, unlucky for you, Mr Van Veen. And then in 1st, I predicted Plymouth. I thought they were just like the best team to ever play in League Two. I thought they were just going to absolutely walk the league. They didn't. They came 3rd. And are obviously getting promoted. They should be in League One. They've obviously got Ryan Lowe as their manager, former Bury manager. They've pretty much got the Bury squad there as well. So Plymouth, I thought they'd finish 3rd and they came 1st. So I thought they finished 1st and they came 3rd. So fair play to Plymouth for doing that. League Two is a really difficult league to predict, really competitive, similar sort of squad sizes, similar sort of squad quality as well. Back in August, I probably didn't research into the video as much as I should have done. But yeah, I'll take that. 2 correct ones. My own team, I was 1 place off, so I'm pretty happy with that prediction overall. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. The playoffs are coming back. Make sure you vote for us in the Football Content Awards as well. You can do that by clicking the link in the description. All you need to do is head over to footballcontentawards.com/2020 voting, scroll down to Best Young Content Creator, hit the drop down bar, hit Cobbler's Vlogs, scroll down, accept the terms and conditions, press vote now. No need for an email or phone number, you can literally just vote as an anonymous person as well, which is really, really good. Will's done a little video on all the different ways you can vote for us, so I'll stick that in at the end of this one. But yeah, that's been it for this video. We'll see you tomorrow for another one, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Hi all, it's Will from Cobbler's Vlogs. Now, you've all seen that me and Matt have been nominated for the Best Young Creators in the Football Content Awards. First and foremost, thank you to everyone who has voted for us. The deadline for voting is on the 18th of June and we want all your votes to count. So here is a few ways on how to vote for me and Matt in the Football Content Awards. The most common way on your screen now is go to the website in the description. You scroll all the way down to Best Young Creator. You click on Cobbler's Vlog and then you scroll down. You can even put your name and email address. It's not permitted though. And then you just click agree to terms and conditions, vote now, and then you are sorted. This way is for Instagram. You go to football.content.awards, you find the post and you put @Cobbler's Vlogs in the comments. So the final way to do it is, as you can see on your screen now, is to tweet "I am voting for Cobbler's Vlogs in the FCA for Mitre Sports, #Best Young Creator." I will leave the website, the Instagram post and the tweet in the description. Thank you for everyone who's voted for us so far. On behalf of me and Matt, thank you again, and hopefully we can win the awards in November.